So, hi everyone, my name is Lada Kavler, and today I'm doing this interview with Jahi Sundance. Jahi, hi!
What's up? How you doing?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's very typical for a musician. Thank you so
hmm
much for your that you found a time today to talk with me. I really greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Good to see you.
Great, thank you. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna just say a few words about you first of all. So, Jahi, you're an artist, you're a multi-instrumentalist, you're a producer, you're a DJ. Oh my gosh! So, your album "Love Isn't Enough" is out everywhere, and
Yep.
you work with Robert Glasper and other artists. Did I miss something?
I mean, of course, there's a million things to do, but it doesn't matter. You did a great job. That's it. Yeah, right now I'm in New York for the month. I've been here since October 1st. We go till November 7th, and I'm performing with Robert Glasper at the Blue Note. So in a couple of hours, I'll be going to Manhattan for a sound check.
Great. I wish I could be there right now.
Yeah, I wish you guys could have come to some of the shows
Yeah, but I'm
next year.
lucky because I've been on one of your performances in Miami, and
Right, you guys came in
lovely.
Miami.
Yeah. So we're doing this interview or our conversation for students of Berklee College of Music that I'm happy to be part of. And so our conversation will be about your understanding, about your definition of art, success, and how to be a musician in this time, 21st century. And my first question would be to you just to tell a little bit about your artistic journey and what was your path as an artist, like, and why music?
So when I was a small kid, I started playing music when I was 4 or 3, maybe violin, and then switched to piano, and then I played clarinet for a little bit. Then I played saxophone for a long time, and then I started DJing when I was 14. And so I've been playing instruments my whole life. My dad's a musician, and I have a brother who's a musician and another sister who's a musician. So in my family, it was easy to do. It wasn't like the challenge that other people have with their family where they're like, I want to be a musician. And the rest of the family is like, no, you're going to be a doctor. And so I didn't have that problem. So I just kind of went through it. And then when I got to college, I was already DJing and playing saxophone and producing records. And so I just continued doing that for my life, and it worked out.
I completely understand you. I'm from a music family too, and I understand that. So your father is Oliver Lake. He's an American jazz saxophonist and flutist and composer, and living with parents and with all family who are part of the same industry. Does it help, or what was your environment?
I feel like it always helps because that's the way any business works, to be honest. Like, if your parents were lawyers and you're a lawyer, you're going to have a better career than someone whose parents weren't lawyers. I mean, this is just the way normal things are. Like, I can grow up and have connections with people through my dad, through my brother. This is the way the world works. You know what I mean? Like, families help each other out, and it's definitely always easier. I mean, look at any actor; their kids have an easier time becoming actors than people who aren't, and that makes people upset. But it shouldn't, because this is the way shit has always worked, like forever and ever. Like, your family helps you out. That's the whole point of having one. So if they're if they're not going to help you out, what the fuck are they there for anyway? You know what I mean? You might as well be by yourself. So if your family does your business, does what it is that you want to do, then yeah, it makes everything better.
Absolutely, absolutely. And especially in our industry, it's very important. I mean, honestly, in every industry, it's very important to have these connections with people that you can at least at the beginning ask some advices, right? What what
Yeah,
what should you do, right?
you're going to need some help.
Yeah, so when you started to be a DJ and then, or I don't know, like what was your order, but you have many roles right now, and I just wanted to ask about your personal perspective. Who are you in the first order? You're a producer more, or you're a DJ? How, or it's equal thing for you, or
Well, I've
what
been
do
DJing
you like
since
to do more?
I've been DJing the longest. So I've been DJing since I was 14 and I'm 42. So that's 28 years.
Jeez.
Um, I'm almost at 30 years of DJing. So I've been DJing the longest. So I would say that's like the thing that has paid the most of my bills. And then I produce records. So I'm a producer after that, and then probably a singer after that,
Cool.
songwriter after that. But yeah,
Great.
DJing is the main thing that has gotten me through the door.
Yeah. Uh, well, I'm pretty sure that you have a very, hard schedule. You have a lot of performances, but what do you think about other your colleagues' performances? Do you like and do you have a chance to go and see other musicians' performances? And who inspires you?
Well, that's amazing that you get to. What's amazing about being on tour and doing that kind of stuff is you always get to see other people. So I may not get to see other people when I'm like home chilling, but like once I go on the road, you always get to see other people because you play festivals or you play in cities and other cats will be there and you get to go out. There's an alto player I love. His name is Emmanuel Wilkins. His albums are amazing. There's my bro Terrace Martin, who's producer, who I really you know enjoy working with. Amazing dude. Obviously Glasper, all the people that I'm with are inspiring to me. Michelle, Derek Hodge, all these people are inspiring people. This dude Felix just played me his music. It's crazy. Like everybody has so much to offer around me. Like I'm around the most creative people, and so it's just a beautiful thing.
You're so lucky. That's great. That's amazing. So we're talking today about music, and for sure, music is one part of art. Yeah. And what do you think about what is art for you, in particular in music, and how do you define the art that you create?
Well, I'm lucky because I get to be in a jazz group with Glasper, so we get to do art every night. Like we get to go on stage and be creative and kind of follow our impulses, without having to worry about shit. And that's really wonderful. And I think that being creative is really where the art is at. Once it starts to feel like you're not being creative anymore, maybe you've lost the art piece of what it is that's going on. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it turns into a repetition business and maybe you don't feel the art of it anymore, but you're getting money. Like I really, it's a complicated world. I'm not judging against it, but I do feel like the art happens in the space where you're allowed to be free and express yourself and be creative. That's where the art lies.
Is it possible to lose your feeling of how to create your own art? What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Your mind can get in the way of anything. Your brain is the most powerful thing in your body, and it can do anything to you. It can make you believe that the moon is, in your hand. It can make you believe that you're a werewolf. It can make you believe that you can't create no more, even if you're one of the most creative people on the planet. So
That's true.
your brain can do anything it wants to you. Is you got to control that joker.
Yeah.
That's the key, because otherwise it'll win. Like it'll always win. You know what I mean? Like literally always. Your brain powerful. So
Absolutely.
yes, very possible. You just gotta be good and not listening or figuring out a way to trick yourself into thinking differently.
Yeah, that's true. So, you know that I am a student of Berklee College of Music right now. And the next question, what I wanted to ask you, being a student, of course, about education for musicians and what educational experience, what like best prepared you for the work that you're doing right now. And overall, is it important to be educated for musicians? What do you think?
It all depends on what part of music you're going into or what you're trying to do. Like if you're playing your instrument and that's your focus, you're going to be an instrument player. And, you know, if you're self-motivated, you don't need to go to fucking school. What do you need to go to school for? Like, for real. But you have to be self-motivated. A lot of people are not self-motivated. They might need the school environment to help them, you know, push themselves.
Organize the process, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's cool too. But like, honestly, if you're a saxophone player or some shit, you don't need to go to college for what? You know what I mean? You just need to play some more and 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 some more. But if you're gonna be like, yo, if you're trying to do that, like some like music business or some other stuff like that, you definitely need to go to college. You know what I mean? Because your pursuit, your project that you're doing is not something that you can just do by yourself. You can't just practice the music business over and over again. It's not possible. It's no scales. You know what I mean? So there's a place for school. You know, I went to Berklee for the 5 week in 1994.
Oh my gosh.
95. I went to the summer program. Yeah. Stayed in the dorms on Commonwealth, all that shit. It was fun. My brother went to Berklee. He didn't graduate, but he went there. So it's a lot of people I know there, and people are cool up there. So it's nothing against school. I'm just saying, like, honestly, like,
yeah,
if you're like a super duper guitar player, like, why do you need to go to college?
Yeah.
You just need to go to work.
Yeah, practice.
Yeah, you just need to practice, and then you're gonna get a gig, and then that's that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way it is. But if you know, there's other people who need different things. And so that's, you know, school is there for that.
Yeah. So if we're talking not about education, but like about every experience that you had, what other experience helped you and prepared you for that things that you're doing right now? Maybe it's not about music, maybe just about something that you do.
Just being entrepreneurial in my teens really helped me a lot. Like when I was a teenager, I had a few businesses selling products here in, you know, locally with shit that I would make, like whatever, I would make some cookies and sell them on the street or whatever. That kind of vibes. Anything that I was doing that was entrepreneurial really helped me to understand, like, you know, invoices, business, shit you got to do for yourself when you're an independent musician. Like when you're just starting out, if you don't have a manager, you don't have a this or that, you're gonna have to do all this for yourself, all this paperwork. So, you know, any kind of entrepreneurial business experience really helps. And I don't mean entrepreneur like Silicon Valley. I mean entrepreneur like lemonade stand.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Basically,
really.
everything what we do every day, it's our experience, and it helps in the future. Like, you know, what are you gonna do next time with the same like situation, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, you learn, live and learn.
Yeah. So music. Um, every time when I'm talking with like with my colleagues or with students, everyone is talking about, ooh, like that star or a celebrity is very successful. Yeah. And
Mhm.
what do you think? And what is your definition of success? And is it important for you?
Well, you know, this is in this world, it's fucked up, right? Because where we live, you have to have some money to be comfortable enough to be able to like relax. So in America, I don't know if you can abstract the definition of success from money. So you have to have a certain amount of money in America to be able to, you know, engage in other creative parts of your life. I can't just sit in the studio and write music and be creative if I'm not making no money, because rent man is coming, electricity man is coming, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna be stressed to pay those bills. So it's a little bit of money, but the money is really for the purpose of making it so that you don't have to worry about your creative process.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's about getting enough money so that your creative process can be free.
Yeah. First
And
of all, you gotta pay for your bills. Yeah, sure.
right. But once you do all that, your creative process can be free. So you can make what you want or do what you want in terms of creation. And that's really the goal, to get to a point where your creative process is not held back by your resources. That's success, when your creative process is completely free.
Yeah. So, Jahi, what's your goal or goals as an artist? If we're talking about, like, definitely we have like our, lists, like what am I gonna do this year or these next 10 years. Do you have something like that?
I would like to get a Grammy statue. That would be nice. I have 4 Grammys with Glasper, so I've already been on 4 different records that have won Grammys. I would like to. I would like to. I don't really know. For success for me is really a moving path. There's really no, like I was saying before, it really goes with the shit I was just saying. Like, I don't really have it. My target is to get to a point where I could do my creative shit all the time and not have to worry about no bread. That's really the target.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If I could live that, that would be, you know.
yeah, just doing your art, yeah, your thing that you enjoy
Yeah.
to do. The last question that I wanted to ask you, again, being a student of Berkeley, what advice or advices you can give to people like me, for young artists who are doing like first steps?
Everything that you're going to get is going to come from the people around you. If you're looking somewhere else, you're looking in the wrong direction. So if you're at Berklee right now and you're sitting around with the people at lunch talking about, and the only thing you can talk about is how successful Adele is, or Adele's album, or whatever, you're unfocused. You're fucking up. The actual people one of the people at the table is the next Adele. So you're fucking up, because the people around you are actually how that's going to work out. Like, how you're actually going to make relationships are with the people who are around you now. And those people will become the people that you think that the people that will become the next people. And when I was in college, I was in school with Lin-Manuel, and we all knew him. He was writing plays back then. And you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
became a fucking billionaire. Like,
Wow.
but you had to be friends with him then. You see what I'm saying? You can't come back later like, remember me from college? No, you need to focus on the network of people that's around you now. Those are going to be the next people. This group of people that you're with now are going to come up to become the next group of working musicians. So you have to make those relationships there. Stop thinking about somewhere else. That would be some good advice I would give to
This
people.
is next generation. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit helped me a lot. Like, paying attention to the people around me and not worrying about, like, if I could link up with so and so big top over here, just building with the people who are close to me. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Next Pharrell is at school with you right now. You know what I mean? You just gotta know those people. And if you build relationships with those people and pay attention to those people now, they'll always remember that.
Well, I should go and start right now.
Yeah, you should go interview your
Thank
classmates,
you.
not me.
Thank you, Jackie, so much for this conversation today. Thank you.
All
That
right,
was
no
lovely.
problem. Anytime.